September 11th, 2025. Recap cards from the 7th when we had the Pisces Lunar Eclipse. 3 cards I pulled out on Monday the 8th. 3 cards from Tuesday the 9th, right? And then these cards yesterday and today. I still had the decks for these cards on my desk, and I thought I would just like cut them and then just see what card was revealed. Yeah, so 7 more cards. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of retakes. So one video I did was 20 minutes long, and yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna post that. I deleted it, and I saw that my device needed to be charged, and while I was charging this device here, I'm using my phone. While I was charging, I was like, I'm going to do bibliomancy. Just flip to one page from this book. I'm going to share that page and like a page or two before that and after. Yeah, I was waiting for it to charge. I thought I'd pull one rune, and this is a rune I got. Hagalaz. I don't know my runes very well. When I got to the description, these 2 books I bought, yeah, it made me like want to cry a little bit, because I'm just like, oh, the synchronicities, it just I'm feeling resistance. I'm gonna try to continue on. So this ties into a lot of this. Oh, when I first saw this rune, I don't know what it is. I'm still learning my runes. It made me think of this card, which made me think of the page I flipped to in this book. There's a lot going on, so it's really hard just within these cards, and it's not even including my synchronicities, like all my thinking and blah, 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 away from these cards that usually do tie into these cards. And all right, so I was like, how should I do this? Maybe I should just point a bunch of stuff out right now. So I first went to this book, and when I saw this here, snowflake, that was like my what the F moment. Yeah, because these made me think of snowflakes. So it was like something with the blue orb, and then you see like a thing going on here. You see like blue orbs here, you see more orbs here, and then there's something with this card that fits in. Like it just all like, this card made me think of this card, which made me, I don't know, it's just a lot of tie-ins. And I said in a previous video, at least one other video, that I sometimes when I'm doing the readings, I don't see things right away. I may see down the road, like a year from now, I may come back to these cards, especially these, because I don't really know like geometry very well. It's like way beyond me right now from this deck. So like a year from now, I may like think of the time now and then be like, oh, like I understand these better and why I pulled them. Yeah, so there's just a lot, and I may still be processing, and these may be your puzzle pieces, and maybe you'll see something I don't, or maybe you'll just think I'm totally berserk. I'm all over the place. Oh, I'm just gonna focus. I'm gonna read what it says in this book here for Hagalaz. So it says, cleansing. The Hagalaz rune is a stone, which falls from the heavens and sometimes comes crashing down to earth. This rune is also misinterpreted as being negative. There's no such thing as a negative rune. This rune is a very auspicious rune that always results in positive healing results for the client. This healing may involve some very needed spiritual cleansing, which may be challenging to the individual, but the result is always constructive in the long run. Ice from the heavens, whether that be snow or hail, Hagalaz is also symbolic of the snowflake, is symbolic of the perfect energy of heaven, which comes down to cleanse and nourish in the imperfect realm of manifested reality. And I'll just show if you want to read what it says. This book, this has a more of a negative feeling, and it does say if the reading is generally positive, then the chaos may be interpreted. Oh no, that's not the part I want to read. Temporary phenomenon beginning and ending as water in a liquid state. It's just, I'm just trailing off in my head right now. So where do I want to go? I thought I did a rune reading in June, and maybe the last time I pulled runes, but I got Isa, and I thought Isa was more like snow, but so maybe we're transitioning from the Isa state to this state. I was tying the Isa to the Justice card, which is funny because I did pull out the Justice cards, and I did say that I think we're still working on that and making the Justice in the west go to the north. Like it's a process. I sound crazy. I was talking a little bit about that in the video I made for the thought that, which I thought I would remake because, yeah, I was like, I could make it a lot better, and that time's passed, so I may do it one day, but I just saw how the Justice and, was it the Strength, are like flipped, some decks, blah, blah, my brain, my memory is not great, so I'm so scatterbrained. I put directions to those cards. So, yeah, so there's a lot about truth, especially after I pulled these, like I have videos on truth and just a lot about truth. See, I'm all over the place. Oh, yeah, and then this made me think of something. Did I already say it? Yeah, from this. Let me just get to that. I'm just gonna, and it's funny because I flipped to this page. I had my thing like somewhere over here. There's talking in the background. But when I went back a page, no, 2 pages, I was seeing truth. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should share this too. It's from this book, Journey into the Heart of Reality. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll share this too. I mean, you can pause and read that if you want to. I don't want this video to be super long. But yeah, it also mentions synchronicities somewhere here. Where is it? Regular Bhavana allows one to embody the words of truth and leads to direct experience of this truth. Direct experience, even momentary, strengthens one conviction in I am. That's funny. I did look at the bottom of this, and I did see conviction. I don't know why. I'm gonna, okay, stupid. Sorry. Where was I? I am so sorry. This is, I'm not great at making videos. I am Brahmin. Let's see. Points. Unshakable certainty that I am Brahmin. There's a lot about like undeniable, undoubtful, like getting to your like true self, and that's what I feel with like, I'm going to mention the river, like the rivers coming together, or like a feminine and some, like 2 things coming together. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. It says, one began to notice abundance of synchronicities and divine providence in life and starts to regard the life story not as a mechanical accident, but as orchestrated by supreme intelligence. Highest truth. Okay, so this is I don't know how well it fits, but it just reminded me of, yeah, the Hagalaz, and then the two, it was talking about breath, like something about duality and the breath, and I'm going to be thinking about this. Maybe I'm not reading it right either. Like, this is, like, kind of advanced for me, sort of. It's talking about 3 bodily prisons. There's a lot about 3. I'm like, is it talking about that 3? But anyways, yeah. I thought I'd share that. So I will get to these cards and how they, yeah. But let me get to, how long has it been? 11 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I should restart this video. No. Okay, so these are the cards from the 7th, the Pisces Lunar Eclipse. We have the octagram. It's talking about 2 squares coming together, making the octagram, or like an 8-pointed star. It's a cooperation card. Yeah. 17, the icosahedron, receptiveness. This is a water card. I believe it said 20 triangles making this. The golden proportion, harmony. This is a beauty card, and this is a beauty card. This is where I get into talking about something with the, like, female and masculine energy, or like 2 different types of energies or something, and then coming to 3, Trinity. And then this card reminded me, okay, so in the, if you want to know more, I actually made a reading. I went through the books for each card, so, but this is a recap, but recap / way more. Oh yeah, and then it got me thinking about 3, like, we're still in an ending cycle, and I'm hearing more and more, like, astrologers say, like in that video I said that there's like astrologers saying that there's an ending April 2026, but I've heard even more astrologers since, because I've just been watching those videos. I'm like, maybe there's 3 ending points, and maybe we were in a 3-year cycle, because then if I think before that cycle, I'm like, I think that was a 3-year cycle, like 2020 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23. I think, like, there was an ending in 2022, but it didn't, like, end until spring, like the spring equinox, like the actual beginning, like, you know. So I kind of feel like that, like, we're in an ending point, and this is talking about cleansing. And it's not going to end and something's not going to start until the spring, which makes sense because spring is beginnings. So right now there's just a lot of chaos and things coming in, and we're like, you know, absorbing it and still healing, and then like in April we'll be in a new phase. I thought I'd mention that. Yeah. This one talks about 3 orbs. When I got this card, I was thinking about his necklace. So there's just a lot of tie-ins, which made me think of this one, because, like, I was saying the 3, right? So you could think of, like, the triangle and then a circle. This card is called Ring Around the Fairies. So you got the circle, and then you're squaring the circle. Like, I don't really know what, but I thought I'd show that. Maybe someone, like, is like, I get whatever. And then fire, wildfire, sun, and I saw 3 rings. This is like the anger card, not blowing up on people. And there's also a lot about just everything tied in. The river. Like, yeah, like being a spiritual person, like you want to like wake up your family and friends, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to break them, like make them crack and go like crazy. So you have to choose your words wisely. That was somewhere. I thought it was on that card. Yeah, because I did get oh, right here. Choose words of magic. Choose them wisely. And the whole river. Every time I talk, I'm like, oh, I gotta say this, I gotta say this. So it's really hard to focus, and I'm not great at talking. Like, okay, let's go on. So, okay, you got Persian carpet, which is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Earth card. It's just funny because I got the King of Earth, which is even more funny because sometime during the spring, I think I pulled both of these cards in the same spread, and I haven't even like used this deck a whole lot. So they came back again, and at that time I didn't see it, but now I do, like the snowflakes. So snowflake. Yeah, so something. Then after that reading, I didn't really see like the whole river thing. I'll get to the river. 8, justice. Justice. This one has a justice in reverse. Cycle, something going on with there. That's weird because you got the sun, and then I think this card even says the maiden mother crone. Feather, message from the spirit realm. Be assured the light worlds will support you. Power. Yeah, so I'm about true and false power, and then my brain's like, I know there's like a tie to that too. Yeah, the whole collaboration, doing what's right for humanity, working like truth, the truer self. Fire, ancestor, fire, moon. Authenticity, compete against yourself, then collaborate with others. Quality of being genuine, honest self-representation, true to character or spirit. Aries and Leo card. And I did say in that video that each card has 2 signs, but no, actually not. Like, this one's a Capricorn, it's just Capricorn. So, yeah. Ring around the fairies. Because, yeah, in that video I was like saying, there's like something with rings. I see so many like ring. I mean, a lot of these cards have rings and stuff in them too, but. So yeah, maybe that day was, you know, and then we're squaring the circle now somehow. Oh yeah, the mushrooms forming circles, and people say that the fairies like make them do that. Crying out, so you got the more releasing and how to balance that out, and like when to, you know, react and not react. Yeah. Okay. The cards I pulled out on Monday. These 3 cards. Dancing, soap, and yarn. And this made me think right away about orbs. Like dancing orbs. Soap. I had experience like, what, 2-3 months ago, where I was in the bathroom and there's like a soap bubble that was like flying around me. I sound crazy. Yeah, it was just going up and down my body, and then it went like over the chakra, and then I turned around, there's another bubble that was like above me. Maybe I already talked about this in another video, and it was just like weird. It was like just watching me, and then it like and then it like came to my face, and I swear like it probably like popped like somewhere like where my third eye, like my what is it called, bindu or bindi would be. And then yarn, and this made me think of a dream where there's like 3 orbs like flying around and like making streaks of light. I was like, okay, yeah, there's something about orbs with this, and or dancing, because there is another dance card. There's like things about dancing coming out. Yeah, so that was before this, so it gets even weirder. Okay, and then the day after that, okay, yeah, this talked about river. It was this card first, Rainbow Child. There wasn't really much in the book. It was talking about having a rainbow child or something. This one talks about the river. So I'm going to read what's in the book because I really liked it. One of these cards was talking about the river too. Like going with the flow, not against the tide. But this one like takes it a step further. I really like what it says. And then emergence again. I pulled this card out like not too long ago. The whole like Lemuria. I did make a synchronicity video saying there's something with a mermaid, an angel. I tied it with the temperance card. So we have that again. Yeah. Let me get to the book. So those cards are from the Lemuria Starchild. And I really liked what it said for. See, river of abundance, cooperate, acceptance, open, receive, and yeah, the receptiveness. This is a water card. So, yeah, still a lot of water and fire. More water now. And now these, like, orb thingies. When I made that video, when I went like this, I thought I saw, like, maybe my eyes were playing tricks and I actually saw this. But, yeah, like a few days ago, I thought I saw that too. And I've read about that phenomenon. Like, people call it the blue pearl. Like, it's your soul or soul print. Yeah, I don't know. Thought I mentioned that. So this is the part. You take a deep breath and you allow all the tension to be washed from your shoulders. Now you're recognizing pristine Lemuria. You're feeling divine grace and gratitude that the river has taken you here. You simply know that you are abundant. You know your divine right. 22 minutes. Well, further down the road, flowing beyond Lemuria, the river is surrounded by the paradigm of the old earth. See how your river of abundance flows effortlessly through this paradigm without any interruptions. Invisible to those who can't see the new earth, it still flows through there in full glory, and you are cared for by the whole universe. At the sides of the river, you now see people shouting at you with messages of fear. They are warning you that life is dangerous and you should not take a chance. They say that you might lose everything if you don't follow the rules of the old paradigm. They should let your mind take control. Yet you are carried by the river of abundance, unaffected by the density of the old paradigm. Look how beautiful this river is, you say. But if you can't see it, that's okay too. The river flows further until you are fully on the new earth. See how you are welcoming more and more dear ones to the new earth simply by expressing the truth of your heart. Yeah, and that was the thing about wanting your friends and family, you know, they don't understand to wake up, or not wanting them to, you know, crack and have, you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to move on to these 7 cards. There's a dance again. Dancing in light. This talks about the Bayou. I don't know how to say the foile are fairies of Cajun folklore who appear as balls of light that have been spotted repeatedly over the marshlands of Louisiana, known as swamp fairies. Turn on some music, do a little dance even if you feel silly while showing off your moves. Remember that you too are filled with light. Joy, balance, energy, increase of energy. Words are magic, choose them wisely. And that's like when you take pictures, sometimes you see those like orbs or like, and I'm like, are they on the other cards? Because I don't think so. You don't see that. So yeah, I took that as orb too. And it's blue. You don't see that on the other cards. Right? And then look here. Sky, snow, sun. Which kind of makes you think of this card. There's something going on. Well, also I was going to say snow, which, you know, I was like, this is snowflake. And then look at this. So a lot of the cards in this deck have orbs, but I'm like looking for the deck. It's right here. I don't know. I don't think sometimes when I'm making videos. This is supposed to be a short video. Almost all of them have, maybe all of them have the orb, but not, most of them don't have like a bunch of orbs. That one has a few, that one. I'm just showing, you know, that it's like saying, hey, there really is something. Okay, this one has, and it's space. And this one's ethereal. Portal, Stargate 5, ethereal, page 53. You can read that. I'm probably gonna go through maybe something about key. Been seeing stuff about key a little bit. Portal. Yeah. This card, Attainment. Oh, I did want to show, like, because I did want to show, like, there's more to, like I said, I'll probably be, this is beyond me, and I'll probably be, like, thinking about, yeah, but, you know, like how they got this card, and I visually see, like, maybe something more into it. This one, and then the golden proportion is yeah, okay, so 32, this is the second to last card. This one says to celebrate. It said the diagram's not complete, but to set it aside and celebrate. I did that. Try to reconcile these two to bring them down into matter or raise up into spirit is essential work of mystical, magical senses. So this one was talking about like senses. You have squared the circle, brought heaven and earth into harmony, achieved as much perfection as it's possible to manage in the world. I'm not reading right, but yeah, that's that if you want to read. But yeah, which takes you back to this one, huh? The Hagalaz rune. Didn't it say that? No, not this book, but didn't it say that? Am I crazy? It did say that, right? Heaven. Yeah. And then the last card, this one. A garden, enclosed garden. And then like I said, I did, when I pulled this card in that reading, I didn't see the snowflakes until later. Yeah, so I want to mention that in previous reading, I was saying I was seeing like within the cards like black dots, and I'm not sure if I mentioned a dream that I had that made me think of a bug to them. It looked like a, what do they call it, silverfish? I know that like it had 3 spikes and 1 spike like went into a tree. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, so I was getting something of like kind of like a black orb or like nano things, something beyond astral. I sound crazy now. And now we're getting orbs or snowflakes, blue. It's somehow all... How long has it been? 30 minutes. I think there's probably a lot I'm skipping. I may make another video. I don't know if I'll post this, but I didn't show it. Do not fall before you're pushed, having a backbone. Yeah. My stomach is... Yeah, actually, I was gonna shuffle and pull from that, but maybe I'll do a video real soon, doing a collective update. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching.